Every morning, millions of seniors follow the same routine: wake up, stretch, and step into the shower. But few realize that this common habit could quietly be putting their health at serious risk. New medical insights reveal that skipping one small step before showering may lead to dizziness, dangerous drops in blood pressure, and even sudden falls. For older adults, this isn't just a minor issue, it could be life-threatening. Before you shower again, there's something critical you need to know. As people age, the body's internal systems become more sensitive to sudden changes, especially when transitioning from rest to activity. Morning routines that once felt harmless can now pose real dangers, particularly for those over 60. Among these, the act of showering immediately after waking has been linked to unexpected health events such as fainting, falls, and heart strain. While the shower itself isn't the enemy, it's what happens in the body during those first few minutes of the day that matters most. This video uncovers what actually puts seniors at risk, and more importantly, introduces a simple adjustment that can dramatically reduce the danger. It's a quick, practical step, one that takes less than a minute, but could protect you or a loved one from a serious health scare. As the human body ages, several physiological changes occur that make older adults more vulnerable to sudden shifts in environment and routine. One of the most significant factors is a decrease in cardiovascular resilience. In younger individuals, blood vessels are more elastic and respond quickly to changes in posture or temperature. However, for seniors, blood vessels tend to stiffen, and the heart becomes less efficient at pumping blood under stress. This means that when a person over 60 gets out of bed and immediately steps into a hot or cold shower, their circulatory system may struggle to adapt. This sudden change can cause a rapid drop or spike in blood pressure, leading to dizziness, lightheadedness, or even fainting. Additionally, the autonomic nervous system, which regulates involuntary functions like heart rate and blood pressure, loses some of its responsiveness with age. This delay in response makes it harder for the body to stabilize itself quickly after abrupt changes. Another critical factor is dehydration, which is common among older adults and often goes unnoticed. Dehydration reduces blood volume and can further compromise blood pressure regulation. Combined with a warm shower that promotes vasodilation, or the widening of blood vessels, the result can be a dangerous dip in blood pressure, increasing the risk of falls. Furthermore, many seniors are on medications such as antihypertensives, diuretics, or sedatives, which can amplify the effects of these temperature and pressure shifts. These medications often come with side effects like fatigue or dizziness, and when paired with a sudden shower, the effects can be compounded. Muscle strength and reflexes also diminish with age, meaning that even minor instability in the shower can become hazardous. Slippery surfaces and reduced reaction time make falls more likely, and injuries from such falls can be severe and long-lasting. Vision may also be compromised, especially during the early morning when lighting is dim, adding another layer of vulnerability. All these elements combine to create a perfect storm, turning an everyday activity like showering into a serious health risk. Understanding these vulnerabilities is the first step toward safer routines that protect seniors from avoidable harm. Before stepping into the shower, there is one simple yet powerful action that can dramatically reduce risk for seniors: sitting upright at the edge of the bed and performing slow, deep breathing for 30 seconds while gently rotating the ankles and flexing the toes. This small morning reset helps the body transition from a resting state to active circulation, allowing blood pressure to stabilize and oxygen to distribute more evenly throughout the body. During sleep, blood pools in certain areas, especially in the lower limbs, and the cardiovascular system slows down. Jumping straight into the shower immediately after waking can cause a shock to this system, but a short pre-shower routine gives the body the chance to catch up. The breathing aspect helps regulate the autonomic nervous system, encouraging a calmer heart rate and smoother blood pressure changes. Deep, diaphragmatic breathing also increases lung oxygenation, which in turn boosts alertness and muscle readiness. Meanwhile, ankle rotations and foot flexes stimulate circulation in the lower extremities and prepare the neuromuscular system for upright activity. This gentle movement wakes up the leg muscles, increases joint lubrication, and reduces the likelihood of sudden balance loss. Hydration plays an equally critical role. Drinking a small glass of room temperature water before showering can provide a hydration boost, especially after hours without fluid intake. This replenishes blood volume, supports circulation, and reduces the chances of a postural drop in blood pressure. The warmth of the water also eases tension in the stomach, improving digestion and energizing the body naturally. This small but essential act can be completed in under a minute, yet it dramatically reduces the physiological stress caused by a sudden hot shower. By anchoring the body with calm breathing, light movement, and hydration before any temperature changes occur, seniors give themselves a crucial buffer against sudden cardiovascular shifts. It sets the tone for the entire day and reduces the risk of dizziness, fainting, or falls. Incorporating this habit into a daily morning routine can significantly improve overall stability and well-being, allowing older adults to begin their mornings safely and with confidence. When seniors skip the simple preparation before stepping into a morning shower, their bodies are caught off guard by the sudden shift in temperature, posture, and pressure. Waking up and immediately entering a warm shower can trigger a rapid drop in blood pressure, known as orthostatic hypotension. This condition occurs when the circulatory system doesn't have enough time to adjust to the change from lying down to standing. The result is often dizziness, blurred vision, or even fainting, especially dangerous in the slippery environment of a bathroom. For older adults, this single moment of instability can lead to serious falls, broken bones, or head injuries. The body's thermoregulatory system, which manages internal temperature, also becomes more sensitive with age. Hot water dilates blood vessels, causing a further decrease in blood pressure and a sense of lightheadedness. If the body hasn't had time to stabilize circulation first, the drop can be too abrupt. The heart must suddenly work harder to maintain equilibrium, placing unnecessary strain on the cardiovascular system. In individuals with pre-existing conditions like high blood pressure or heart disease, this sudden demand can trigger palpitations or shortness of breath. Skipping a brief hydration and movement ritual before showering also means the body may be operating at a hydration deficit. Overnight, the body loses moisture through breathing and sweating, and without replenishment, the blood thickens slightly, making circulation more sluggish. This dehydration, when paired with hot water exposure and rapid standing, intensifies cardiovascular strain and increases the risk of a syncopal episode, temporary loss of consciousness due to a sudden lack of blood flow to the brain. Beyond the physical risks, there are subtle, cumulative effects over time. Regular morning shocks to the circulatory system, even if they don't result in an immediate fall, can gradually worsen blood pressure regulation and balance. The brain may receive inconsistent oxygenation, which affects mental clarity, coordination, and energy levels throughout the day. Seniors may start to feel persistently fatigued or unsteady, without realizing these sensations are linked to a morning habit they've never questioned. In essence, not preparing the body before a morning shower places seniors at a daily risk that is entirely preventable. What seems like a harmless routine can, over time, become a hidden source of health decline. Taking a short moment to let the body adjust can mean the difference between a safe start to the day and a serious medical incident. The ideal morning routine for seniors begins before they even rise from bed. The first step is to allow the body to transition gradually from a state of rest to one of activity. This means spending a minute or two stretching gently while still lying down. Rotating the ankles, wiggling the fingers, slowly moving the arms and legs help stimulate blood flow and awaken the nervous system without placing sudden demands on the heart. Once upright in a seated position, a few deep breaths can further ease the transition, giving the lungs and circulatory system time to adapt. After sitting up, it is crucial to drink a glass of room temperature water. This simple habit immediately combats overnight dehydration, jumpstarts digestion, and helps normalize blood viscosity, reducing strain on the heart and improving circulation. Adding a pinch of sea salt or a slice of lemon may enhance absorption and encourage electrolyte balance, especially for those prone to low blood pressure in the morning. This hydration step lays the groundwork for better energy, balance, and mental clarity throughout the day. Next, before stepping into the shower, it's important to move the body lightly for 1 to 2 minutes. This could involve slow marching in place, shoulder rolls, neck circles, or even a short walk around the room. These movements awaken the muscles, stimulate joint lubrication, and gradually raise the heart rate in a controlled manner. They act as a gentle warm-up that prepares the body for the temperature shift and standing posture of the shower. The goal is to signal to the body that activity is beginning, without creating abrupt changes in internal conditions. Once these steps are complete, the shower itself should be approached with mindfulness. The temperature should start warm but not hot, allowing the body to adjust gradually. Some individuals benefit from finishing with a short burst of cool water, which can invigorate the nervous system and improve circulation. Using a non-slip mat and having a support rail or stable surface nearby can further reduce the risk of falls. Ideally, the shower should feel refreshing, not draining, because the body has already been properly prepared. Following the shower, it's helpful to spend another moment grounding the body. This might involve sitting for a minute, applying moisturizer with intentional movements, or practicing light breathing exercises. This final step helps prevent any delayed dizziness and offers a moment of calm before beginning the day's activities. Altogether, this morning routine may take less than 10 minutes, but its effects are lasting. It creates a stable foundation for energy, mobility, and mental focus, and it transforms a potentially risky moment into a beneficial ritual. Across the country, seniors who once struggled with sluggish, disoriented mornings are now experiencing a profound shift in their energy and well-being after adopting a mindful start to their day. Many report that the simple act of taking a few minutes to stretch and hydrate before standing has dramatically reduced their morning dizziness, particularly those with a history of low blood pressure. One retired teacher noted that she no longer feared her morning shower, which used to leave her lightheaded and fatigued. Instead, she feels more balanced and confident as she moves through her routine. Others have shared how this approach has improved their mood and mental clarity. A 72-year-old former accountant mentioned that his usual grogginess and brain fog had lifted significantly after integrating deep breathing and gentle movement into his routine. By prioritizing hydration and spending a few mindful minutes transitioning from bed to activity, he began to experience mornings as a time of renewal rather than struggle. He even credited this new approach with helping him return to his daily walks, something he had abandoned months prior due to fatigue. In another case, a woman in her late 60s who once relied on coffee and rest breaks just to get through the first hour of her day found that this structured morning process gave her a sense of control and vitality. She shared that after just a week of making these adjustments, her energy levels became more consistent, and she no longer needed to sit down immediately after showering. She felt safer, stronger, and more engaged with her day from the very beginning. Several seniors also expressed surprise at how such a small commitment made such a big difference. Many admitted to previously underestimating the impact of hydration and pre-shower movement. A former nurse explained that although she once assumed her tiredness was simply part of aging, she discovered that her body responded quickly to these changes. She found herself spending less time recovering from morning fatigue and more time enjoying her hobbies and family. These testimonials underline a simple yet powerful truth: starting the morning with intention and care can have life-changing effects, especially for older adults. The improvements reported are not isolated or dramatic miracles but steady, sustainable shifts that bring back confidence and independence. Seniors are finding that with just a few deliberate steps each morning, they're not just managing their energy better, they're reclaiming a sense of vitality they thought was gone for good. In addition to adjusting morning routines, there are several simple safety tips that can significantly improve daily life for seniors, particularly when it comes to preventing falls and reducing morning-related risks. One key tip is to keep a glass or bottle of water by the bedside to encourage hydration immediately upon waking. This helps stabilize blood pressure and improve circulation before standing up. Using night lights in the bedroom and hallway also ensures clear visibility during early morning movement, reducing the chance of tripping or losing balance in the dark. Footwear plays an important role as well. Seniors are advised to wear non-slip slippers or shoes with good support instead of walking barefoot or in socks, which can increase the risk of slipping. Keeping floors clutter-free and avoiding loose rugs can prevent unexpected obstacles that might lead to falls. Bathroom safety is another critical area. Installing grab bars near the shower, toilet, and even beside the bed can offer added stability when transitioning between movements. Placing non-slip mats both inside and outside the shower further reduces the risk of slipping on wet surfaces. Another helpful tip is to avoid standing up too quickly after lying down or sitting. Rising slowly in stages, first sitting up, then pausing before standing, gives the body time to adjust and reduces the likelihood of lightheadedness. Keeping essential items like medication, glasses, or a phone within reach of the bed can also eliminate the need to move quickly or awkwardly first thing in the morning. Finally, seniors are encouraged to check in with a healthcare provider about their medications and whether any of them might contribute to dizziness or fatigue during the early hours. These small adjustments, when practiced consistently, create a safer and more confident environment for starting each day. By making one small change before stepping into the shower, seniors can dramatically reduce their risk of morning accidents and start their day feeling more energized and secure. It's not just about avoiding falls, it's about gaining control over daily routines and protecting long-term well-being. This simple adjustment, combined with mindful morning habits and basic safety measures, can create lasting improvements in quality of life. For those over 60, every step toward safer mornings is a step toward greater independence. Now is the perfect time to put these tips into practice and share them with loved ones who could benefit from them too.